Oh man, oh.
Good morning. I am a 220-pound bodybuilder training for his first ultra marathon, and this is another episode of Build to 100 series. So by the time of recording this video, we are less than 4 weeks out from running our first ultra marathon, and I just finished an epic grueling workout. Grueling because the weather right now, it is just astronomically uncomfortably hot. This next 2 weeks is going to be a lot of 72 miles this week, and next week is like 80 miles, and that's going to be the peak mileage for this ultra marathon before we start tapering. In this video, I'm going to be taking you guys through a full week of training, because at this point of the marathon prep or ultra marathon prep, I'm trying to finalize my nutrition, and there's no better time to sort of finalize those nutrition plans other than the last 2 workouts that we have this week, which is going to be a toasty one. You have 2 20-mile workout this week, and if there's anything that I learned during the Bighorn, nutrition is probably the most important part, because I think anybody can definitely maybe train up to 60-70 miles per week and be able to show up to an ultra marathon. If you don't have any time goal, you can definitely finish it if you feel properly. And that's one of the biggest takeaways I'm taking from Bighorn is nutrition is important. You want to play with every nutrition. You want to nail that down to a T. So take you guys through what a full week of training is looking like, what we are planning to do because of nutrition, some recovery tips also. So sit back, relax, enjoy the video. We're sweaty, we need to change and get our day started. Right, so just to recap real quick. So the workout that I did this morning, at the time of recording this video, so today is Tuesday, and my training typically starts on Monday, and that runs throughout, throughout Sunday. So the training that we did yesterday we did a 10-mile run yesterday, and today we had scheduled a 3-mile run into a 30-minute Stairmaster, and from there back into 3-mile run. And essentially the logic there is you just want to get used to running with tired legs. And the place where I live right now, where we don't have a lot of access to a lot of elevations, mountain trails and things like that, that is the next best thing for me that's going to allow me to get climbing legs up to speed. And one thing that I also found out at Bighorn is climbing or acclimating to like the higher altitude was not really a challenge for me. The downhill was some of the troubles and the biggest challenge that I've seen, which again, those elements and those gaps in the running that I found out from Bighorn, I'm applying that to some of my strength training program, which we have on deck today. So when it comes to strength training, also one of the biggest adjustments that I've made is I am doing a full body workout right now. Essentially, it's a 4 to 5 day split, all full body for 4 days, of course, meaning especially when it comes to lower body, the leg volume on a day-to-day basis is definitely shrinking down, but the total volume for the rest of the week, it's compiling up into what a maintenance volume will look like. So I'm training legs each day, and that allows me to kind of just spread the volume all across all across the board. So when you're looking at the workout, if you're new to training, if you look at the workout, I'm like, wow, you're only doing 8 sets on a leg workout. But if you look at the totality of volume that we are getting or putting together or stacking together for the rest of the week, it definitely equates to a maintenance volume for me. And my God, it is hot. I don't know where you are right now, but it is extremely hot. And today the weather was saying, hey, we advise you to stay inside, do not go anywhere. But hey, I gotta get places. It is what it is. So yeah, I'm gonna go inside, change today, and get through a full body workout to you along with me, and I'll talk take you along what the training looks like, and after that I'm going to talk to you about what one of my go-to nutrition hacks that I've been using and I plan on using for my ultra marathon is.
My mind, yeah, you gotta say something to get my heart back, baby. You gotta say something. My skinny jeans, your leggings, no two gon' do better, but you gotta love yourself first before I could be that brother. grow a little, gotta search. Get in touch with your feelings. Know you hate the 9 to 5. You living to catch this vibe. I'll be your Mufasa, I'm your Leo, I'm your lion. I don't really care about your hair length or your diet. Know you hate working and you working sick and tired. I can be the vibe, girl, the vibe that you tryna find. Get my mind, yeah. You gotta say something to get my heart back, baby. You got.
Right, so that is the conclusion of full body workout, and that was done in less than 40 minutes. And that's one of the beauties of full body training, is because you can spread the volume all across the week. Granted, overall volume is definitely decreasing, like I said earlier in the video, because I'm climbing up mileage this week, 72 miles this week and 82 miles next week. So bringing volume down to trying to cater most of my volume towards what I'm focusing on right now, which is I think one of the biggest points I'm always going to make, because again, consistently one of the biggest questions that I get oftentimes is how do you balance strength training with running? It boils down to one, having a goal. Once you have a goal, it kind of gives you a priority list on how you want to shift that goal. Can you do both at the same time? Yes, you can. But but one of those priorities would definitely take a bigger chunk of your effort. If you're trying to blend it to even out, that means you're kind of doing 50% on one, 50% on the other, when you can definitely be shifting a little bit of focus on the other. So the full body training right now, upper body, again, I can recover a lot faster because I'm not really using that for running. Legs, the main part here, and the cumulative volume overall for the week is definitely equating down to my maintenance volume. And right now, my maintenance volume when it comes to quads is 14 sets per quads, and maintenance volume when it comes to hamstrings around 15 or so, because they typically recover a lot faster. My quads take a lot of beating compared to my hamstrings. So that's the logic behind the training structure there. Here, get back to work, and I'm going to show you guys exactly the nutrition adjustment that I'm looking for, that I'm adding back in. Hydration, one of the biggest tip in terms of hydration, and again, it's hot as fuck out here. And one of the biggest hydration tips that I'm using right now that's allowing me to actually drink more water might have a little bit of influence on my bodybuilding career. But anyways, finish here, go get some meal in, and yeah, that's a full body workout right there. Oh, by the way, and if you are interested in there's a free program right now, 5-day hybrid training program, 5K training program, 10K training program, all in the link in the description for free, by the way. So back in the day when you were a bodybuilder, it's almost, it's comical sometimes thinking about it now, but you rarely see a bodybuilder walk around and without a jug of water. And this right here has allowed me to drink a lot of water. Something about having a jug, normally I typically have like a shaker and I'm like walking around and refilling it over and over again, but having a jug, knowing I have a gallon of water, just makes water goes down a little bit easier. I'm not sure what it is. It might be science, I don't know. Let me know in the comment if you feel like you drink more water by just using a gallon. So this has definitely been a clutch. So what I typically do with this is I mix like 2 scoops of electrolytes, switchback electrolytes, which gives me like 2,000 milligrams of electrolytes, sodium, and 800 milligrams of potassium, just to not just make sure I'm replenishing the electrolytes that I'm pissing away. And as far as food, this has been a game changer right here. This beautiful addicting thing right here, Heavenly Hunks. I got this at Target, I think. If somebody from Heavenly Hunks is like seeing this, please let me know. The macros on this is one of this bite is like 6 in a pack, and one of this bite is 130 calories, 6 grams of fat, 16 grams of carbs, and 2 grams of protein. And this has been going down. And the reason why I'm liking this also is obviously when you're training for ultra marathon, you're looking for foods that's going to give you enough energy. Maybe not necessarily a lot of food that's going to sit in your stomach a lot, but so far the ingredient profile on this looks pretty good and looks friendly. That's not, and I've had it a couple of times. That's not really upset my stomach at all. So we have a 20-mile run tomorrow, so I'm looking to actually test some real food out some real food as a fuel for my run, as opposed to my normal gel. I'm still going to be using some gel also, using all kinds of gel. I'm going to be using some of this applesauce just to test out, see how my body handles a bunch of food. Again, the goal is to stress the body and see what we can definitely get away with. Anyways, my hair is kind of funky right now. I'm going to get a haircut, get a workout in, because tomorrow is a 20-mile run. Alrighty, we are back, fresh cut, feeling good, feeling mean. The barber hooked it up. So as soon as I just got back home from the haircut real quick, I got a bunch of packages I want to share with you guys. There are gonna be helping me in terms of performance, in terms of recovery, in terms of feeling good about, you know, myself. Let me show you. All right, so I already opened the box real quick. So what I have in the mail here is a box here from AR Nutrition, Arms Race Nutrition. I'm not sponsored by them. This is not a sponsored post by any means. It's just something that I am cool with Jillian Smith and a few of the marketing guys. And since I'm not with BPN anymore, they've been pretty kind to hook your boy out. Nutrition, ARA Nutrition. This is their protein isolate. I love this protein, just the taste and flavor. You get into my user, people always ask me, bro, what kind of smell is that? And again, obviously, solid ingredients. It's a whey isolate, 24 grams of protein. Creatine is clutch. And the reason why I like this when it comes to creatine is because creatine can definitely be hard to get in, especially because the non-flavored creatine. So I like the fact that it's flavored, so it's gonna keep me honest and keep me taking it. So I can definitely, the cool thing also is I can mix this with my pre-workout. And just speaking of pre-workout, we have the Daily Pump non-stim right here. And again, the packaging alone level up big time. And we have the harness, which is the pre-workout. So I'm about to go work out right now because later in the day, I'm going to be taking the non-stim just because, again, I don't want to be up all night. That is that. Next on the package list is, in case you guys do not know, speaking of which, I'm actually rocking the Flag and Field tank top. I am sponsored by Flag and Field. I've been sponsored. They are the only clothing company I've ever been sponsored by. So they introduced the Pro bag right here. This is the old bag. This is the bag that I carry, take to work, laptop, shaker, work, camera. This is the bag that I normally carry. Now the bag came in this beautiful brown. It's almost like an interior, like, you know, leather, like a car design. I mean, it is sleek. And by the way, if you want to snag anything from Flag and Field, hit the link in the description. It'll save you 10% off and also support what I do. Nike by You. So what I did was I went on Nike.com and I designed my own shoe. Last one I was placing Dan Russell Runner for his 100-mile race. The parachute I actually wore was the Nike Pegasus, the Gore-Tex version, and it was solid. So now that I'm actually running the whole 100, one thing that I am doing for the 100-mile race, I'm taking 3 pair of shoes for me. I'm taking 3 pair of shoes for myself so I can swap them. And because I love the Gore-Tex on this terrain so much, I typically roll my ankle when bro. Packaging is, I mean, next level. I typically roll my ankle. I mean, come on, this is awesome. I mean, the bag alone, so this would be a nice a good drop bag for me to have the shoes in. Oh, this is nice. We like this. This is nice. So I went ahead and actually designed my own shoe. This is slick. So if you look on here, it's got on fit right here. I know I went super wide. It's very light. It's very comfortable. Man, this turned out really, really good. Have the On Fit brand logo right here. Yeah, pretty slick, man. I like this. Do taste test together, and before I taste it, a few things I look for in terms of supplement, especially when it comes to pre-workout and things like that. So I look for, one, effectiveness. That's the number one thing, and after that, then it's the flavor. And I think that's the hierarchy that you should look at any supplement that you take, especially when it comes to pre-workout. Yes, maybe sometimes the taste might be kind of trash on certain things, but I think effectiveness, how effective is the dosage, that should be your number one factor. But we're living in a day and age where if you cannot, you know, produce good tasting supplement that's still effective, you should not be in the game. And because there's many choices for supplement companies out there that you should definitely be, you know, looking at or you can choose from, it shouldn't be sacrificing one for the other. They both should have the same amount of quality. Without further ado, let's test this out. While I was testing it, I can get a whiff of something fruity, and I can tell you that Okay, makes sense. Pink lemonade. I can definitely taste I can taste the pink lemonade. And this, oh, my lips are tingling already. And the fruit punch, I can definitely taste the fruit punch. I would say I'm not a big fruit punch person, but this is not too bad. It's not too overwhelming. I would say that for a fact. But okay, nice job, Arms Race. Nice job. Well done. Take that, change clothes. Actually, I'm not changing. I'm just rocking the same t-shirt because I love this t-shirt so much. And fun fact, I've been wearing this t-shirt since yesterday. If you want to snag one, Sam will give you 10% off. I don't care. I'm just gonna keep plugging my shit because I need some money, y'all. I need some money. Anyways, I'm gonna change my shorts real quick, get ready, and we're gonna go to the gym, hit an upper body session and some mobility because again, we're running tomorrow and we need the body to be in a fine-tuned shape.
Why do they talk like gangsters, but they don't move like gangsters? Why do they walk like gangsters, but they don't move like gangsters? Why do they act like gangsters, but they don't move like gangsters? Why do they rap like gangsters, but they don't move like gangsters? Change don't change like it used.
Right. So I just finished at the gym here. The gym, just was not feeling it today, and it's one of those things where, again, I've said this many times. Priorities are different, especially being this week out. My priority is making sure I get the smiles in, and I'm pretty much ready physically, mentally also to log this long miles. Again, we got 20 miles tomorrow and 20 miles to run on Sunday. So I decided to call an audible on this and just did a couple of workouts here, and most importantly, focus on something that I think will add positive impact to my training for the next 2 days, which is just mobility and stretched. So that's what I did instead. So gonna go home, fuel a ton, eat a bunch of food, and I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow morning. All right, so it's the next morning here on Saturday. So woke up this morning and we got after a mile run, and unfortunately I was not able to get a 20 mile. If the humidity was next level, my hip was starting to act a little bit challenging a little bit. So what typically happens in situations like this, and if I've mentioned over and over again, we're looking for mileage on the feet. So instead of forcing the 20 miles and kind of just send me back from the mileage I'm supposed to run tomorrow, I just end up calling it quits at 15 and save the rest of the 5 miles for later today, which I'm just going to go on and to finish my 20 miles for the day, because tomorrow we are going to get after it. And depending on how the day goes tomorrow, that's going to determine if I'm going to do 20 miles in the morning or I'm going to do 15 again tomorrow and do 5 later. There is a benefit of doing multiple times during the day. Again, if you are running 100 miles, you are running for 30 plus hours at times. So getting used to running multiple times in the day, it's actually quite beneficial. So that is actually one of the things that I'm super excited about to try to start implement. So today we're going to get after it. It's my daughter's birthday a couple of days ago, and we went around, swam, ate good, celebrated my daughter's birthday. And it's funny, again, like I mentioned in previous videos, again, I'm a dad of 2 toddlers. I work a 9-to-5 job, and my goal anytime I'm doing any of this challenges or feet or pushing myself is to make sure I'm not sacrificing family. So one of the reasons why I actually cut the run short again this morning was because I need to get back in time. I didn't think the run was going to take about 3 hours to finish 15 miles because again I didn't know what to expect. Just I felt good for the run. And obviously the run didn't go the way we wanted, but again, I'm proud that I was able to cut it short a little bit because I didn't want to sacrifice family. But anyways, yeah, that is what we did today. And now I'm just spending the rest of the night kind of just working on mobility, working on making sure my body's ready for tomorrow, and just kind of see what we can tackle when tomorrow gets here. Well, another thing I want to talk about today is when I posted on Instagram, I said, let's normalize struggling. Don't struggle in isolation. And I think it's very important that, again, one of the reasons why I'm sharing this sort of journey with you guys is oftentimes you see or you get caught up in a situation where especially if you just getting started on something and you feel like, man, like everybody seems to be crushing it and I'm over here struggling, and that just puts you in a position where you just don't want to keep going. You feel defeated because all you see is people just crushing it and winning. But lo and behold, if you only knew that there are tons and tons of people that are struggling out there and you're not alone. How many times have you, like, you know, if somebody's been struggling and all of a sudden you hear like, wow, somebody else is struggling too, and it makes you feel better, not because somebody else is struggling, but it makes you feel like you're not alone. It makes you feel like whatever you're going through is not isolated. And the more we share that, the more I feel like, you know, we share that to normalize people struggling, that everybody's not always crushing it, that everybody's not winning, the easier it is for people like you that are watching, especially if you have a bigger platform like I do. It's very, very important to me that I share some of the struggles. It's very, very important to me. I'm just not showing you all this great run that I'm having or that I've had. I really have great runs. Most of my runs are struggles anyways. That is why I think it's important to share, document, you know, this series like this with you guys, because it's not easy for me. I'm not some superhuman that's just like, you know, naturally a runner. I tell you all the time that I hate running. So moral of the story is, if you're struggling, you're not alone. If you're struggling and you want to share your struggle, feel free to share your struggle, because you'll be surprised of how many people can actually relate to that struggle more than wins. Right, good morning. You guys are doing well. So we are getting ready to run this long run a little bit later than I would like to, but luckily compared to yesterday, this weather is already shaping up to be so much better, so much cooler, so much nicer. A couple of miles into yesterday's run, I was already pouring sweat. So today, not a lot of humidity, so I'm trying to see if I can. I mean, the sun is already out, but again, way better than yesterday. So in this run today, we are gonna be, you know, taking you guys along with us and hoping to clock in about 15 to 20 miles. And yeah, let's stall in, let's get after it. So we are at about 5 miles in, and I'm trying to difficult out the gel. So we're trying the Honey Stinger energy gel. And I think it's very important to try multiple gels, especially if you're going to be doing something like an ultra marathon where you're going to be feeding and fueling for a long period of time. At times, you know, the current nutrition that you have planned might not be working for you that well. So having multiple options is very crucial. My main one that I plan on using at this point is Martin. It's Morton's gel, the 160, which has about 40 grams of carbs in it. So this one has 24 grams of carbs, which is like your standard gel in terms of macronutrient content. So I'm trying this. I've already tried a few of this right here, and it tastes pretty good. So far, no issues here. So I plan on taking the gel for the race, for the ultra marathon, every 40 minutes or so, and every hour I'll take a Honey Stinger just to break them off. So yeah, I'll do another in-depth video obviously before the race, just to lay out the nutritional plan and strategy going to the race. Man, I got super emotional at mile 18. I had to text the homies, Chris Barricat and Matt August, because we are both in a group chat together. We call it Anti-Fragile Group, and I just like to express that sort of raw emotion a little bit to those gentlemen. And I think just because, for one, yesterday, 15 mile was a struggle. It was hot, it was humid, and I was a little bit I don't know. So when you're training for 100 miles, you just need, you know, confirmation. You need confidence booster, and the 15 mile was just not a confidence booster for me, especially being this close to running 100 miles. So today, just approached it, you know, like I said in the beginning of the video, you know, yesterday was just another run. Today's gonna be another run, just taking 1 mile at a time, and my goodness. So technically I ran almost like an hour longer. I ran faster, and I ran longer mileage today than I did yesterday in just one day. So just to go to show to tell you, you are one workout, one lift, one run from having a good workout, a good lift that will propel you to keep going forward. So anytime you reach something, you do something that's super difficult, you have options. The option is just to quit, or the option is just to accept it. That's just that one day. Life is all about ebbs and flow, and fully accepting that ebbs and flow it's understanding not every day is going to be a good day, not every run is going to be a good run, not every lift is going to be a good lift. And once you accept that, it makes not so great day a little bit easy to manage, because you know there's just that one good day around that corner. But you won't find or reach that one good day if you quit today. You can only get to that if you keep moving forward. And that's one of the messages I want to leave you guys with at the end of this video. So yeah, good run. I mean, again, I'm gonna enjoy this, take one day of rest for tomorrow, and we're going into the longest I believe we got 82 miles programmed for the coming weeks, and then we start tapering. So we just got to make it through next week, and we can see the light at the end of the tunnel, and it's just going to be time to actually just do the damn thing. So yeah, if you watch this video, I think this video is going to be a long video, but if you watch it to the end, thank you very much. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the last video. Like I talked about in the last video, I want to make sure I keep bringing quality to you guys, because I value your time, and at the same time I want to make sure the videos I'm creating are videos that can definitely help you out mentally, physically, spiritually, hopefully spiritually too. Yeah, that's all I got for this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.